Hey everybody, what's up? Rudolph here. And for today's video, we're going to discuss, is Japan safe? Now, this is coming from somebody that's been there 6 times, and I will be going again in the next 3 months. And I'm going to tell you right now, yes, it is safe, but at the same time, it's like you should still be vigilant and you should be aware of like possibilities of what can happen or like what to be aware of. So recently in Hamamatsu, which is a ward in Shizuoka, two women were killed. They were stabbed to death by a 41-year-old. The victims, unfortunately, very young, died tragically. Right now, we don't know why, but I can only guess. You know, this guy must have obsessed over them and murdered them, right? Because the place that he killed them at was it was like a hostess bar where you go in and you buy alcohol, and then the women come and they sit next to you, and then they talk to you. It's a whole like exchange thing. You know, you pay them, and then they you're basically buying their company, okay? And the reason why I bring this up is because okay, like on Instagram, TikTok, a lot of people do romanticize Japan as this like ultimately safe place that like nothing bad ever happens. You leave your phone on the table and no one's gonna steal it. That is incorrect. There has been a rise in crime there, pickpocketers, people taking stuff, people moving your stuff from your table. Like let's just say you reserve the table when you go buy coffee. People have been just moving it. Why? There's more tourists. There's also more Japanese people that just honestly don't adhere to the like traditional core values that they had that that made Japan so respectful. Um, Dude, I could give you countless examples of why you should not look at it with rose colored glasses, but at the same time it's a lot safer than where I currently live. I currently live in Los Angeles, California, and let me just tell you something. Pretty dangerous over here. It is pretty dangerous, and Japan is a lot safer, of course, when it comes to that, but it doesn't mean you should let your guard down, right? One of my biggest fears when I go to Japan is being on a train and some guy just busting out a knife and trying to swat at people. Because of that, I am prepared most times, like with items in my hands or just kind of always scanning the environment and looking around. You should always be aware of what's going on, what's happening, and you know, looking for abnormalities, right? Because it has happened. Um, Actually, on my last trip to Japan, uh, I was in Tokyo, right? And we were in Asakusa when we heard the news, and this YouTuber was killed in Shinjuku while she was live streaming. Right, so it it can be and is anywhere can be dangerous. So you should just be aware of that when you're over there. Um, Another thing to note is when we were there in 2023. We were in Himeji. We were like checking out the Himeji Castle, and not too far from there, like I'm gonna say the next ward or two wards down, a guy threw a pipe bomb towards a politician. I forgot the exact date. It's on the internet though. But anyways, all I'm saying is you should still be aware of your surroundings and just be, like be careful. Definitely be careful out there. Um, Stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna be going over like tsunamis and like safety plans when you visit Japan. See you later.